Alright. So it'll be just a moment to see if it's on. Are we up yet? And yes, it looks like we are go here, so hello everyone. It'll be just a second here as we confirm that the stream is properly working here. But to everyone who's either coming back to see us again here or encountering us for the first time, hello! We are VUN0, and we are here translating Super Robot Wars Z2, part of a beloved game series that has unfortunately not really made it over here to America very often. So, as of the last time we played, we only got through a single chapter because there was a lot of exposition laced into it. So, hello Francesca. You're gonna come in, girl? You're gonna show off to the viewers? Not yet, she says. So, as of the last chapter, we acquired the help of the Black Knights, a group of revolutionaries/terrorists. I personally think of them as more on the terrorist side of the spectrum, that are rather famous. These are the protagonists of Code Geass, led by the masked mercenary. Not mercenary. Why did I say mercenary?
Because there are so many others.
Yes, there are so many mercenaries. Led by the masked individual known as Zero, who has already committed many terrifying acts against the regime of the Britannian Empire, including assassinating one of their princes. However, part of that is in fact the fact that Zero himself, Lelouch V. Britannia, is one of those princes. He just hates all the rest because they wound up murdering his mother and blinding his sister. Fun! So, we now have the aid of those Black Knights and their own little units. Not that they are particularly great. With his own little special commander unit and two other guys who can respectively repair and resupply. Those are nice. Plus the Gurren Mark II, which is one of our first barrier-equipped units. Those are useful to have. Very nice, even if it's not particularly powerful. And in addition, far more importantly, we picked up Chirico QV, who we saw a while back as an enemy, and his Scope Dog. Scope Dogs are mass-produced trash, and its stats reflect that, but that's ideal for him. He's got Prevail level 9, so the less HP he has, the better he is. He is someone you want to use a lot, as he can deal crazy amounts of damage. So, moving on from that, everyone wound up returning to the Dragon's Hive. We wound up meeting our sponsor, one Mr. Elgin Roddick, head of the UN's Peace Preservation Council, and he wound up officially establishing us as the UN Peace Preservation Council's Special Operations Squad, Zexus. The Z Extra International Sabers, a name which I hope shall never be referenced again. From here on, we are Zexus. Don't bother with the rest of it. So, where shall we go now? Back to the Tokyo area, in Area 11. Just an average city street. Isabel, do you think that celestial beings joined hands with the Area 11 resistance groups? It's not just the resistance. They're also fighting alongside the people from the Frontier Fleet and Japan's super robots. For those who have forgotten, this is, on top, Isabel Cronkite the reporter, and on the bottom, Sachi Crossroad's sister, whose name is something like Kinoe. I do not remember her full name. I'm very sorry about that. I have not watched too much of 00. But yes, they're both newspaper reporters who are respectively tracking down Celestial Being and Cougar Nova. They're working together on this, and that's something that probably we don't want people knowing about, the fact that these are all together. Yes. It was true that they were all fighting together at the base at Fuji there, at the Fuji incident earlier. Let's see. But does that mean that the UN's Peace Preservation Council has joined forces with Gundams and Cougar? You mean they're fighting alongside terrorists? Isabel? Kinoe, I believe that Your doubts are correct. But that unbelievable thing does seem to be happening right now. And the man who was able to make that all happen was Elgin Roddick, the representative of the Peace Preservation Council. Let's see. According to what he was saying to various countries, his Preservation Council is completely unrelated to the Gundams. Is that what he's... Do you think that the three great countries are going to accept that? Let's see. Representative Elgin says that his actions are for the sake of peace and all mankind. Let's see. Says that his ideals in peace will be shown through his actions for the benefit of all mankind. At least that's what he's been saying to everyone. Well, since the Peace Preservation Council has been fighting off those dimensional beasts, aliens, alongside the WLF and other terrorists, do you think people will accept that? That's exactly right. This problem, I bet it's just going to become an even bigger headache for the three great countries here. Let's see. However, if Celestial Being and the Gundams from the colonies are working alongside the Peace Preservation Council, well, it's got to have some kind of merit for them as well. So in other words, at this rate, they're going to be acting as police for the whole of humanity, huh? It isn't just that. Up until now, Celestial Being and Dan Cougar's actions have been completely unknown. However, let's see. However, now that they're operating underneath the Peace Preservation Council, their movements are going to be known. I bet the people who are going to be hunting them down will definitely show up. You're not saying, yeah. Wherever they go, battles are going to be sure to spring up. Yeah, good point. Back to the Shinjuku Ghetto in Area 11, where we previously met the Black Knights and their hideout. We're leaving Japan? That's right. Let's see. In order to liberate this area from Britannia, we've chosen to join forces with the United Nations. I can understand what you're getting at, but isn't that way too much of a roundabout way of doing it? Don't get me wrong, Ogi. Although we may be operating under the United Nations in name at least, our main operations will be kept to Japan alone. Thanks to our operations at Mount Fuji earlier, the name of the Black Knights has instantly and those wishing to join us have instantly risen. Thanks to this, we'll be able to continue spreading our operations further. I've selected a few people from amongst the number who wish to join us, and I shall introduce them to you now. I'm Ditard Leet. Nice to meet you. I'm C2. They are Japanese. What's with this, Zero? Oh, what the hell are you thinking? Dragging a Brit and your lover into the Black Knights? I intend to use those with skill regardless of who they are or where they may have come from. Dietart is a former reporter. He has many connections that will be of use to us. Zero. Telling the world of your justice. That's what my role is. I just want to stay by your side and see how this world will change. Leaving the Britannian aside, who's that girl with you? Don't worry. I'm not Zero's lover or anything like that. What do you mean? Who's worrying? C2's a friend of mine from long ago. You can trust her. From long ago? Does that mean she knows about your past? At least... yeah, I know at least a good amount of it. Of course, I don't intend to talk about it, though. Leave it at that, C2. I'm going to have you stay here in Japan as my informant. And I leave Nunnally to you. Let's see. We'll go ahead and tell her that I'm studying abroad in France. Leave it to me. After all, that girl's your reason for living, isn't she? Let's see. Akiyama, Minami, something like that. I do not know these people's names. They are lesser members of the Black Knights. While I'm gone, you two are in charge of our operations. I'll go ahead and give you the plans through C2. And if it becomes necessary, I'll personally return. Understood. Ogi, Tamaki, Kallen, and you, Chiriko, as well. You're all going to be coming with me. Alright, Zero. Silence. Is it okay for you to go, Chiriko? If you don't like it, then just leave him. Let's see. After all, it's not like you're being threatened or anything.
Oh my god, he's speaking!
But yes, I'm a mercenary. I'm a mercenary. I don't have the right to choose where I fight. That red armored trooper I fought before. That's gotta have something to do with that woman I saw at the asteroid Lido. He's gonna show up on the battlefield somewhere. He's going to show up on the battlefield. I don't know why, but I believe that. But don't forget, Chiriko. You made a contract with me. Make sure you come back here safely. What's wrong? I'll remember those words. What a mysterious feeling. To think that I have somewhere I can return to. Well then, as of now, we are going to be joining the UN Peace Preservation Council's Special Operations Forces Axis. However, do not forget, our goal is the liberation of Japan. For that purpose, all members of the Black Knights shall put forth their utmost. Area 11, Sagami Port? Possibly. The Macross quarter is currently docked here. Here's their briefing room. Looks rather nice, doesn't it? They've got a fully stocked bar in their briefing room. I really think that's probably a bad idea, but it's what they've got. Well then, allow me to introduce myself. I'm the leader of the Black Knights, Zero. So this is the guy they call Zero. He's got a suspicious full package, huh? With that weird mask and cape he's wearing. Alright, question. Why are you wearing a mask? Times like this, water really helps us out, huh? An innocent kid like him's more than willing to ask the stuff we can't bring ourselves to. Let's call it the innocence of childhood. And it's quite a powerful weapon for those of us who don't have it. I have my own circumstances. I'd like for you to refrain from prying any further. What? There's no way we can just ignore something like that, though. President, there are some things you shouldn't say. I don't care. It would be only proper. I would be more suspicious if you didn't find me suspicious. However, as of now, I'm going to be operating as one of your allies here at Zexus. There may be some of you who do not trust in me or are unwilling to believe me. However, I shall prove myself to you through my actions. Well, if you're gonna say that much, then we can't do anything but trust you, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Everyone's got their own circumstances here. We'd get nowhere if we just tried finding out everything about everyone here. We're all the same with things we don't want known. If at any point in time you should find me too suspicious or unworthy, feel free to shoot me down. I suppose that is enough for you, people of celestial being? Understood. However, remember that we've got you marked. So please don't do anything stupid. Do as you wish. If it does come down to it, I'll use my I'll just have to make use of my Gias and prepared dolls I've made to look like me. However, my Gias is my final trump card. In the 1 in a million, 1 in 1,000 chance that it does become known, I'll have to disappear from the Black Knights. Let's see. If the miracles I've pulled up until now have been shown to be done by some sort of human manipulating magic, everyone's gonna lose faith in me. Alright, we'll go ahead and do our own introductions here. I'm Ogi, the man who's the vice captain of the Black Knights. Tamaki Shinichiro, nice to meet ya! Let's see. And Kallen is... should recognize it. Kallen, and her last name reads Crimson Moon. How wonderful for her Crimson unit.
Kozuki?
Thanks for... Kozuki?
Yeah.
Kozuki. Sure.
Kozuki or Statfield. Yes. Statfeld.
Yes, Statfeld. Yes, she goes by... whenever she's operating as the Black Knights, she calls herself Kallen Kozuki, by her Japanese name. She only uses her Britannian name as a half Britannian, half Japanese when she's interacting with people in standard Britannian society, such as at school. Yes, thanks for your help in that last fight. So you're the pilot of that Red Nightmare frame? So you're the ace of the Black Knights, huh? Nice to meet ya. What? You're looking pretty scary there. Do you not get it? She's testing you. What? She's looking down on you. What? Thanks to the great dimensional quake there became two Japans were dragged into this world. One of those is an entirely peaceful country, but the other one's been ruled over for a long time by the Britannian Union. To those who lived in Japan that got conquered, they can't help but think of the people in the other Japan as incredibly naive. Leave it, Cal. And it's not their fault. I know, but still. Well, I mean, come on. Even I have a grudge against the people from the other Japan, don't ya? I mean, don't you? Even if we were from different worlds at first, for them to completely ignore the other Japan? Tch. See. Even if the two Japans may have had the same culture and everything, of course they wouldn't have the same military ties. Let's see. Yes. Yes. They did decide to work together. And as a matter of fact, when the Britannian Union did invade, they had already decided to send allied forces. But that Far East incident ended in a blink of an eye. Let's see. Yeah, so basically, the Japan that was not turned into Area 11 had resolved to send help, but everything ended too quickly. Area 11 surrendered and became Area 11, and they didn't have any time to send aid. It all happened because the former Prime Minister Kurugi Genbu, who suddenly gave up, huh? Exactly. Let's see. Even though his forces had plenty of time, he gave up on the fight entirely, but the reason is still completely unknown. The one thing that is certain is that the Japan that lost its military commander fell into chaos and fell apart. As a result of that, the Allied army sent along wasn't able to receive any supplies and wasn't able to be of any aid whatsoever. What I want to know is why those damn Brits didn't go ahead and try and conquer the other Japan as well, huh? Well, it's because the Britannian Union's goal was to take our Sacredite, right? Sacredite. Since they'd done that, they didn't have any more reason to keep fighting. I don't think it's just that. The movements of the Britannian Union's army. There are way too many abnormalities about the way they've been deploying their armies. Got no choice. There's nothing we can do about it, Colin. The other Japan had enough troubles just protecting their own borders. But seems like things are pretty complicated for those people. I don't like it. What's wrong, bro? I don't like those guys. What? Yes. To start with, the mech that Karen girl rides. What do you mean, Gurren? Is it trying to steal the spotlight from my Gurren? What? What pointless logic. What foolish logic. This isn't something that just started today, you know. But, bro... Well, I mean, both of your name... It's not as if hers is just trying to steal attention. Her name is just taking from yours. They have got the same meaning, don't they? But we've got to hurry up and figure out which one of them's the real one! So, in other words... it's common as usual. He's the kind of guy who's gonna try and solve everything through force. Stop it. Their allies are gonna be fighting by our side from now on. I won't accept it! They need to be tested before they can join Team Gurren. I was listening to you before, but you're saying some pretty hopeless things, aren't you? What? What's Team Gurren? We're members of the Black Knights. Even though I'd finally found some people who might be able to join my team, you're suddenly getting in the way, huh? Stop it, bro. Oh, you're the one that's in the wrong here right now. It's just as Simone says. You don't need to go ahead and be picking fights with everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, but you're not the only one I've got problems with, woman. Hey, you there! In the black mantle and in the black cape and mask. Are you talking about me? Yeah, I'm talking about you. The way you act. You aren't the type of guy who's going to be putting his life on the line. That's not the outfit of someone who should be fighting with all his soul. I've already apologized about this mask. Haven't I? It's not that. You're hiding stuff in that outfit, aren't you? Well, I mean... Come on. Don't you have your own weapon? Something like that. Quit trying to mess around with words. Let's see. I can't get along with a guy like this. This guy. See the sort of guy who looks at everyone else as potential rivals and is constantly trying to get to the top place? No. Seems like somehow he was able to feel and instinctively figure out the type of person I am. If you've got something you want to say, go ahead and try it. I won't listen to you. Although I don't think you can win against that Zero with your words alone. It's got nothing to do with being good at talking or bad. See, I always put my feelings and heart into the words I say. There's no way I'm gonna lose to someone like this who always hides his true self away from others? This guy's already seen through me, huh? I can't underestimate him. Leave it at that for now. If you've got a complaint with Zero, oh, me and the rest of his subordinates will take you on. Hey, you! Do you really think you can believe in a crazy guy like this? We've bet everything on Zero. Oh. He's proven many times that he's willing to put his life on the line. Leave it at that, Cullen. Unfortunately, it appears as though it's impossible for these people to recognize and accept us. What? However, as of today, we are also members of Zexus. I don't intend to cause any unnecessary troubles. And so for now, we shall ignore each other. What the hell are you talking about? So he's saying that... So, they used some sort of long, complicated thing I can't fully translate, but yeah, Ross was just like, yeah, he's just saying that we'll just ignore each other and leave each other in peace, I think. It is for each other's sakes, after all. Well, we shall retreat for now. Zero? You... Fine, if you feel like that, then I'll go ahead and do so. Macross Quarter personal rooms. Seems I'll have to be extra careful around that Kamina guy. Let's see. Since it seems as though the rest of the people around him rely upon him as a center, if I was able to put a Gyas on him alone... It may only be temporary here, but Celestial Being has determined that for now, Zero and the Black Knights will be helpful. But that Kamina guy doesn't act on reason and just follows his instincts. I don't think I'll be able to get around and deal with him with words alone.
Oh god, that's going to occur now.
A cat! What's it doing here? Where? Ah!
And... no.
So, for those who did not know, Code Geass, despite being a deep political mech series with a brilliant mastermind egotist of a main character, is also a comedy series at times.
It's the greatest rom-com of all time.
Bro, just give it up for now. Just like Simone says. Since we're finally working together here, we don't want to pick fights, right? It's not as if I want to get in trouble with everyone else, but that guy's different. Seems like you just won't get along with Zero, huh? Kellen, you need to stop too. Shut it! Oh, you don't know anything about us. Oh, come on. And Cullen here doesn't intend to back down either from the crazy stuff Kamina's saying, huh? Duo! What do you think you're saying like that? What? Zero's head's come off! Not that. That's his mask, right? Meow. It meowed? It's a cat. There's a cat in his mask? Zero, don't tell me. A cat stole his mask? Ha! This is a big chance, isn't it? What? I'll go ahead and get that mask back so he'll owe me a debt. This will be my way of having him pay me back. Simone, Rasu, Yoko! Oh, Koji, Wada! We're here. All members of Team Guru need to hurry up and catch that cat! Are we all? We're not members of Team Gurren! Let's do it, Koji! I'm sure that if we give that mask back, we'll be able to see what Zero really looks like! That's right. I mean, after all, even if we see it, it's not going to be our fault. I won't let that happen. Duo, Hero, as members of the Black Knights, we're going to take that mask back first. We're not a part of your team! We're allies who fought together in the ghettos, aren't we? I won't let you ignore it. Mission confirmed. Meow! Ah, the cat ran off. Wada! Call Takeru! We can use his psychic powers!
Oh god!
Joe! Get Celestial Being! Since we're all working together, I'll have them help out too! Yeah! Let's go! Oh, it's a fight between Team Guard and the Black Knights! Warehouse. Let's see. That cat should have come somewhere around here. Takeru, can't you find anything yet? I mean, come on, Wada, cut me some slack. My psychic powers don't make me omnipotent. Put some more spirit into it, Takeru! We can't afford to lose to those Black Knight guys! Please be careful, Mr. Kamina.
Use his snack.
Yes. The Takeda General Company shall help you with... Ooh. 21st Century Defense Corporation will help out too! We've already gone ahead and paid Crow, so he's gonna help us as well. Alright! We've got this many men here, there's no way we'll lose! Joe, Hiro, Setsuna, we can't afford to lose to Team Gurren! Calm down, Colin. We're all kind of blind here at the moment, so there's no way we're gonna fight it like this. Then why don't you mobilize your private Vega thing, calculate where the cat's going? There's no way we could let Veta be used for something as trivial as this. What do you mean by that? This is our Protect Zero... Oh. What's wrong, Colin? I'm gonna hide, so I leave the rest to you! What's happening with her? Hi, Lelouch. So as a note for those who have not seen Code Geass, Lelouch Lamperouge, Zero's true identity, and Colin Sadfeld are people who attend the same school. He is in fact a member of the student council. And they're both desperately trying to hide their identities from each other. Neither of them knows, although... Actually, no. Lelouch does know that Colin is a member of the school, but Colin does not know Lelouch is the head of the Black Knights. So, yeah. She's panicking, trying to prevent him from finding out. Aren't you a member of Ashford Academy? Duo and Hero! I can't believe we're meeting each other here. Is he an acquaintance of yours? Let's see. He's a member of the Ashford Academy that I attended in Tokyo. Hiro Yui and Duo Max, well, temporarily were there as transfer students. Let's see. I guess so he's a friend of theirs from school, huh? Yeah, Colin is also a student there. Guess she hid herself so her identity wasn't blown. Yeah, your name was Lelouch, wasn't it? We're here for right now as a part-time job checking baggage, but what about you? As a result of following the cat's movement patterns, to think that I'd run into them here. What a blunder! How could something like this happen to me? You... Ah! What happened? I had too much stress, so I came to relieve some... I came here on a trip to relieve it. Stress? Yeah, that's it! There's a lot of you run into a lot of problems when you're acting as the vice president of the prestigious student council. And so I came off to somewhere like this where there's no one, so I could just yell and let it all out. Ah!
Hiro's deadly stare.
Seeing straight through him.
If looks could kill, his still wouldn't.
I see. You've got a lot of problems, don't you? Yeah. Please keep this a secret from everyone at the academy. Alright, I'm heading off now! Let's see. So, I hope I was able to just pull it off there. Hopefully they didn't figure out who I am. There's one other place I could try and go to, though. What's with that guy? He seems to be a pretty unique fellow, isn't he? Yeah, I thought he was more of a cool and collected guy than that. Oh, we received a transmission from Miss Simragi. Apparently she's found out where the cat is. As expected of our tactical advisor. Let's hurry up! As suddenly we've got the panic music. Ah, you were slow, Black Knights! We've already cornered the cat! Your psychic powers are impressive, aren't they? But this is about... Please don't drag me up for any more stuff like this. So the cat's in the back there? Yep. There's a dead end here, so we can't run away any further. But what? But then why aren't you guys going in after it? Well, that's because someone we don't know barged in there first. Someone you don't know? Seemed to be Britannian. He had black hair and a nice uniform and was yelling a lot. He seemed to have quite a handsome and knowledgeable air about him, though. Oh, it seems as though he's pretty unfortunate, isn't he? Isn't that the guy we met earlier? Why is the luge here? Come to think of it. Well, Come to think of it, I had some doubts earlier about Zero and Lelouch. What? Do they have some sort of... Is there some sort of connection between them? I don't know anything about that guy! Let's go, you guys! Charge! This might answer my questions. What are you doing? Zero? Why are you here? What do you mean? I thought your mask got stolen by a cat. What are you saying? Are you sure you didn't imagine it? Lucia's further back there, but Zero's in front of me. I guess there really are different people. Can you hear me, Lock-On? What's with the urgent transmission? Have enemies appeared? They're what you could call enemies. What is it? It appears as though the Britannian Union Army Station Area 11's heading here. Seems they found out the Black Knights are around. Looks like we took too much time doing this. At any rate, everyone hurry up and come back here. This could become rather troublesome. Alright. So as you heard, everyone, it's time to quit joking around and get back to the ships. Zero. Since the Britannians are moved, we're going to have to go. I've already prepared everything. Colin, go back ahead of me. Understood. I don't know who the hell you are. Since you picked a fight with us, we'll go ahead and fight you. You can come out already, Lelouch.
Question is this C2?
Thanks, C2. Every so often when Lelouch has problems, he'll have C2 fill in for him.
Or was it Hiro Yui was the other option?
No, we've already seen Hiro running around. But yes, Hiro doesn't do that for him in this game. He doesn't know who, Hiro is. Yet. I went ahead and brought along your spare mask like you asked, but to think that something like this would happen. Thanks to the voice changer installed, I was able to act as a body double for you, though. Since you're my co-conspirator after all, I'd be sure to have you do at least this much. That's not something a man who let his mask be stolen by a cat should say, though. Since the Britannians are coming, what do you intend to do? Something like this is within my plans. I've already made preparations to defend against them. This is a good opportunity. Since they've gone ahead and set the stage, I'll go ahead and show a miracle of Zero. One of Zero's miracles to everyone. Chapter 14. With Trust and Resolve. Zero, are you alright? You said that we'd show them on our own. The Britannians' goal is just the Black Knights alone. And so of course I would head out. But I would have been fine on my own. However, I don't seem to recollect asking you to be my bodyguard. I'm one of your subordinates, aren't I? Yeah, I've got a duty to make sure that you're safe. However, can you really say that you're not afraid with the situation at hand? No. I believe in you, Zero. I don't have anything to fear. Is that so? It appears as though Cullen, Ogi, and the others already completely trust me. So with this, I'll go ahead and have the rest of Zexus believe in Zero. I'd already expected something like this would happen, and set up a Gyaso and the residents of this town ahead of time. Once they see the miracle I've set up, my plan will be complete. The Britannians are coming. More nightmare frames.
New ones.
The nightmare frame. Zero's on the front lines? Zero. I don't know what methods you used to get to contact the UN. But you've got some guts to use them as a shield. They've got the new model nightmare frame Gloucesters, huh? Gloucester? I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that area of Britain. Gloucester? Something like
Gloucester?
that. Something like that. It's Gloucester. Pronounced Gloucester here. Oh well. It appears as though Cornelia sent her aides along. It's impossible to think that we could take on... Can we take on that many units with just 2 machines? Don't worry. Colin, come with me. Zero, do you intend to wrap the count up in your fight? We've already finished evacuating the citizens. I don't like having to turn this town into a battlefield, but we can't let this chance get away. All units, advance! Make sure to take out Zero and that other one. Zero! If I can take you out here, our fight will end. Are you going to come? Explosives from underground? Zero! Did you prepare foot soldiers? No, that's... Are those mecha beasts that have been rampaging in the other Japan? Kabuto Koji and his ally... I had heard that Kabuto Koji and his allies had come to this Area 11. But it appears as though they aren't here. Whatever. Who cares? At any rate, we shall turn this town into a sea of flames and make Dr. Hell's power known! This is Baron Ashura, for those who have not seen him.
Them.
Him, her, them, yes. This is one of the main minions of Dr. Hell, the main enemy of Mazinger. And in this incarnation, it's literally a man and a woman that were a pair of mummified corpses that got ripped in half and stitched up, and then brought back to life through some Frankenstein experiment. Is it a good idea for a villain today? Probably not. But it's one of the most iconic enemies, so they tried to do what they could and gave a more tragic backstory. Alright. I think there will be more opponents. We're going to retreat. But we've already evacuated the civilians. See, we can't afford to lose these precious units in battle here. We'll be able to surround them later. Yes, my lord! For those who wonder, that is entirely in English. We can't take him. Can we really not take him out here? The Britannians retreated, huh? Zero, we should also... Wait! Something else is coming. Dimensional beasts. But none of the really tough ones. Dimensional beasts! They're showing up here? Black Mantle and Black Cape and Mask guy! You talked big game, but it looks like you're having trouble, huh? So Zexus has arrived. If our enemy is our internationally wanted terrorists and dimensional beasts, we can easily lend a hand. All units, prepare to deploy! There's no need for that. Zero? They've already approached too far into the city. What are you saying? Do you think bluffs like that will go against us? Alright, Mecha Beast Squadron! Take out these interlopers and Kabuto Kochi's allies! Zero! All preparations are complete. The time has come! Now it's time to open the curtain on the final stage!
I feel like they translated as all conditions have been met.
All conditions have been met. Sure. Operation commencing. What? There are explosions from underground? The entire city's collapsing! Impossible! There was a single area that didn't collapse? I was certain that this would be enough to collapse the area. But I think I'd slip up here. I don't know what you are trying to do. We'll go ahead and finish things off first. Hurrah! Zero! Don't move, Colin! That guy. If I have Colin move here, she'll get trapped in the rubble and I'll lose another card. I have to fix this mistake with my own hands. If it comes down to it, I'll use my stuff to blow up the last one. Impossible! Don't think you can escape! Damn! I can't afford to lose here. Ah! What do you need to do? What? You're the one in charge of this, right? So tell me what needs to happen! Bro, that guy was trying to escape. This wasn't that, Simone. I know what he was happening. He's prepared to throw his life away here. This guy's not gonna run here. So I'll help him out. This guy. Hurry up and tell me! What do I need to do? Drill! Lend me your drill! Yeah. As if I'd let you! All units, focus fire! Let's go! Start with dashing to the top right, top left corner. Hurry! Got it! Keep that speed to hurry down to the bottom. Alright!
Try to climb through that hole.
And one last shot. Use your wheel to charge straight ahead. Let's go! Simone! Yeah! This is... the crown's shattering? Alright. With this, it's a success. And this is why he's Zero, the man who will create a miracle. This is incredible. All of the enemies got trapped in the rubble. You're gonna break a bit bone trying to get out of there. Commander Jeffrey, Miss Sumeragi, launch all units. Understood. You have 12 units.
12 units.
Going to ignore the wing again? I don't blame you, the wing in this one isn't that great. But the wing 0, that's pretty good. I'd recommend moving the scope dog up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a general.
Enemies are going to be down and to the left. So yes, you're going to want to move the Mazinger out of the forest because it can't fly.
Everything else looks
You can go ahead and move the Valkyries further back. Because remember, they've got a crazy move. Alright, launch all units. Zero, this is... Everything is gone as I intended. All we need to do now is mop up the Mecha Beasts and Dimensional Beasts. Impossible! My Mecha Beast Squadron! See. Since the ground's been broken, units designed for land combat can't do much, huh? When was Zero able to prepare all this? But... isn't it too bit much to destroy an entire city? Well, that's something to discuss after we take these guys out. Let's go! You! How dare you! Baron Ashura! You may have heard the Beckaby sweeping up before, or we'll show you how pointless it was. See. What I was able to do should be able to stop the Mechabee Sun dimensional beast for about 3 minutes. We need to win before that's done. That Zero guy's incredible. We can't lose here either. Let's go, Karen. And with this, the 2 Gurns will put a stop to everything. Exactly what I wanted. All units, commence attack. Those who would invade Japan, we shall take out ourselves. So, for victory condition, clear within 4 turn ally phases. Also, your only lost condition is have a battleship destroyed.
You mean that's the SR point?
Yes, our SR point is clear within 4 turns. Victory is just destroy everything. Rout the enemy. Also, you may want to check who's in command right now.
It's going to be Simone still.
Nope.
No, actually, this time it did change.
I told you. It's because... cutscene.
Weakest attack.
Simone! That Zero guy's already gone and showed himself off. Next up, it's our turn! Got it, bro! Let's go! The brightly burning soul of Team Gurn can't lose to those Black Knights! I do it like bro. Just like bro! Legendary attack. Flaming attack. Flaming wheel kick! Gurren Lagann just has such fun attacks. Yep, divide and conquer here. You've got both the Mecha Beasts and the Dimensional Beasts to deal with, so.
I have my general plan set up.
Alright.
I've got a general.
So long as you have that much, you should be good.
As long as nothing goes terribly wrong.
But of course it will. I mean, isn't that the way that everything always goes?
All strategy games.
Mm-hmm. Everything is perfect right up until it's not. So, as a note here for everyone, by the end of today's episode, we should be at a point where we're going to have another route split going.
You could even go on the route split if people are watching.
But yes. So, we are going to have an option where we're going to have to pick between using an open team or a covert team. We can either have the members of Zexus who are well known to the public and are rather official, such as the members of the Frontier Fleet, the Mazinger, the Daiguard, the Trider, and the Gurren Lagann, or we can go with the covert route, which is the members of the Gurren Lagann, which is the members of Zexus who are rather less savory, shall we say, such as the Getter, the Den Cougar, the Wing units, the 00 units, Black Knights, those sorts of people who really should not be officially affiliated with the UN in any way.
I see no problems with affiliating them with the UN.
Yes, but the UN has problems with affiliating with them with the UN. So we're just going to have to decide which of these paths we want to take. Either way, there shouldn't be too much crazy stuff going on. Either way. I do believe, however... Let me just quickly check. So basically the way it is going to be is, if we take the open route, we'll temporarily get our hands on a couple of other characters. We'll temporarily get the aid of the VF-27 Lucifer model of Valkyrie fighter, piloted by one Brera Stern. we'll temporarily get our hands on the Kokubogar.
What?
The Kokubogar, which is the Japanese Army's response to the Dai Guard. It is also, for anyone who understands Japanese, a really, really bad pun. As if you were to put its name into kanji and translate it, it would be something along the names of National Defense Bot.
Well.
Yes. On a similar note there, for those who do not know, if you were to take the Mazinger and turn it into kanji, it would be the Demon God Machine. I just find that incredible.
Of course it would be.
Yep. After all, its inventor told Koji when he got in it, "This machine can either be a god or a devil. It's all up to you."
Open get, please.
You need to tap 130 will for Getter Vision to trigger.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I...
Well, they've got the tall mass. It might be able to get far enough. You might be able... Nope, not like that. If you move that back, though, you have trust there.
If I move it back, I almost certainly can.
No, I would have moved it over to attack. Ah. So that way you'd still have it somewhere near the front lines. Because it's beat enough, I feel like decently powerful attack should take it out. So, continuing on the open route, we'll pick up, as permanent additions, the Dai Guard will unlock its Not Punisher weapon, which is an upgrade of the Not Buster it already has, its Pile Driver weapon. And the Gurren Lagann will unlock the Circle Spin Driller map weapon, and the Giga Drill Break, its strongest attack. And here we go, just an example of the fun stuff Scope Dogs can do. As I said, they have shell-powered punches. And that was pathetic.
It has a barrier that...
Yes, they have barriers. And that was just too weak. I believe the knife should punch through barriers, by the way.
It should,
yes, it does.
Considering everything about it. Go ahead, punch through the barrier.
Yes.
This should kill him,
We'd have more than enough monsters, just the Vajra. Now, let's go. Oh, come on.
You know, I feel less bad about that than some others, but
still.
I guess it means it's a kill for Dai Guard.
Or are you going to use the punch to ensure you have enough? I'd just go ahead and do that.
Okay, I can do that.
So, continuing on with the route splits. Neither of them. She's got lock on. You can only use it once per stage. Is this the point in time you want to do that?
No, I'm just gonna get the kill too instead. Setsuno, take the kill.
So, if instead we were to go with the Covert team, at the start of the stage, the first stage, we would unlock the RSC option parts for the Scope Dog. Meaning the Scope Dog would get more attacks, more armor, better movement, something like that. It would be a better unit.
And there's the kill.
Dynamic kills. Always nice.
The Shin Mazinger Zero, where out of its 7 attacks, 6 of them were dynamic kills.
Yes, you can always tell where the money goes in these games. So, these guys, why on earth did they come here? There's no record of a dimensional tremor having occurred near here. It's almost as if they were waiting for something. Yeah. At this point, I think you're unlikely to get the SR point, but who knows, I could be wrong. That's a really bad praise for the Aphrodite A since it can't fly. But yes.
If I failed to get the SR point, I failed to get the SR point.
Continuing on with the covert route, we'll also pick up the Urka 7 units, meaning we'll get the Nirvash, the Terminus 303, and the Gecko Go.
But for how long?
You get them all for at least 10 stages.
Oh, nice.
After that, you just have the Nirvash.
Which is really the most important one.
Yes. So, to recount that here, on the open route, we get 2 temporary allies who are pretty cool. We get the Not Punisher weapon for the Daiguard, and we get 2 new weapons for the Gurren-Lagann. The other way, we get an upgrade for the Scope Dog, and the Urika 7 units. Zero's here, we can win. I'll fight too, in order to prove Zero was in our justice. Wow, one shot.
Well, that was her strongest move, I believe.
But still. So you have the Aphrodite, the Daiguard, the Macross. My voice is not sounding great for singing today.
No,
I don't know why. Oh well.
I imagine it has to do with allergies.
Probably. So, on the same lines here, for those who are interested
they
in
can't
them.
move.
Yes, they can't move. Which is important. About to get hit by a very large fan. These are Maccabees. The Maccabees have beaten Hakai. To think that you'd come back again. Silence, Kabuto Koji! This stronger T4 has been strengthened even further by Dr. Hell! See. We shall not lose to you any further! Prepare yourself! Then I'll go ahead and beat down your beloved Maccabees and prove to you how pointless your goals of world domination are!
Not that I can do anything here, but...
Beat him down! Stronger! It's really stupid looking, isn't it? It's really just a giant fan.
Kamen Rider Stronger looks better than that.
And my god, is he horrible looking if you've seen him. He,
Great character, though.
Sure, but his vest looks very plasticky.
Inflatable.
Yes, plasticky and inflatable, which is not a good look for a hero.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Setsuna now has Flash.
Nice.
As we just slowly crush our way through these stages. All that's in range is the Dan Magnum. Yes. So it's a fun note for those who appreciate it. On the next stage here, we should be getting the Sandrock and Heavy Arms. So that's 4 of the 5 wing units.
But of course, the loner doesn't show up.
Yes, he'll have to wait until after the route split. Yes, please note you've lost flight. So all you can do is punch. That one. But it did a lot of damage. So. You haven't got enough for ACP Fies?
Nope.
One more will. I'd recommend waiting for that.
Yeah. Instinct.
That's Instinct. That's Focus. Jericho, you are so close to the danger zone. Sure you want to do that and not swap back to
I was
flyer
looking to
mode?
see what could be done in that range.
This flyer mode has further ranged attacks. On first thought, you may want to heal him first. Cosmo's looking a bit beat up.
Yes, he is. Where's my healer?
There's
There
the
you
Ptolemaeus.
go. Ptolemaeus. Heal.
Always good. Nothing new
They
required.
give just so much experience in this game.
Yeah. It's because healing is important, and your healers really don't get to attack much. Particularly the Ptolemaeus, which gets no weapons until 3/4 of the way through the game.
You seem to be very upset about this.
I am. Because, I mean, it is literally useless for everything other than healing. You can't afford to put it on the front lines because It has a barrier, but it has no way of doing any counterattacks whatsoever.
You are painful, sir. Or you at least have a lot of HP.
Yeah.
The breast burn.
Yeah, Mecha Beasts are, you know, super robots.
They're tanks.
So yes, they are very tanky, and your enemies are only just going to get tankier as this goes on. But do note that you don't have any other boss tier units on the field.
Yes, thankfully.
Maximum output!
This is turn 2?
Turn 3, I believe.
If it's turn 3, there's no way I'm...
Yep, turn 3.
There is... no way I'm gonna get DS.
I would send Alto over there, but I'd contemplate using Focus if he has it.
I think he has
Yes, he
focus.
does. Top one is Focus. He has Focus, Vigor, and Luck.
I think I'm also gonna heal him.
He ought to be fine. He's dodgy.
Famous last words, brother, but...
I mean, look, 0% hit chance. I mean, that's kind of what... No. Yeah, that's where I'd send it. Make sure you can mop up the small fry. You want to be able to beat them all up.
Okay, wasn't expecting that.
Well, the Gurren Lagann is super powerful. It's why you always want to use it. Also, be careful with running out of energy on a column.
I'm probably not going to be using her much after this stage, but...
Yes. But the point is, she tends to chew through energy. Especially because she's got a barrier. Her barrier eats a lot of energy. It's like 15 every time, which is more than a tenth of her available energy. Gun pod.
Yeah, I'm better off being in Botroid mode.
Alright, you think so?
At least as far as damage goes.
Yeah, because you're able to pierce through the barrier.
It's true.
Alright. Also, as a side note, please remember that most of the weapons on the Exia are barrier piercing. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I'd just go ahead and kill the one next to him.
Yeah, it does make more sense to just try and kill him.
Yes, because, I mean, you don't know how much your weaker moves will do. Yes, all of the Exia's physical attacks are barrier piercing, so...
Seven swords.
Seven sword combination is a good attack. Ouch. And that lowered his will. And you've got the Getter to move still. Burn through all of its stuff in a single go. It'll be fine. You don't need that spirit anyway. More than enough to pull off a Getter beam.
It's not barrier pierce?
No.
I mean, it should still work, because I think their barriers are the,
Yes. So the barriers that Dimensional Beasts have are the...
GN field style.
Yes, I believe they're the shield rather than reduce. Which just protects against a certain amount of damage and then breaks. And if you're able to overcome it, as evidenced by the barrier breaking, you just go straight through. And beautiful explosion. Yep, that was a kill. Overkill. Double the kill needed.
And that's why I love the Getter one.
Yes, the Getter Robo is something you always want to have available. Because it burns through a lot of stuff. It is one of the stronger mechs.
Lock on, you can't do much of anything.
Attack, or do you want defense there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Helen's got a barrier. She'll be fine.
You just...
Are you gonna head over to try and have him help wail on the giant thing?
Can't do anything yet, but yeah. And that's everyone.
Yep.
The most
be
useful
ready.
part of the LR button.
Confirming when there's no one left.
Yep.
Let's just...
Sure.
I don't think this will take it out, but... Meet the glorious Code Geass music here.
If it trusts it, I'll trust it.
I think it's that you're too low on energy.
If the game trusts in me, I'll trust in the game that believes in me, right?
Sure. Yes. Helen's barrier chews through a lot of energy. Oh, and it did. I'm mildly surprised by that, actually.
That was an easy kill.
Even so, Slash Harkens are pretty weak.
Screw it.
At this point, it's that, yeah, you're running too low on energy for it to want to
I
use
want
much
it
more.
dead.
But it works. Oh, I see maneuver.
I haven't seen it in this form.
Yep. And time for another fire everything available attack.
But
Isn't that wonderful? They just throw a rock at you.
sadly, we don't have the.
Even the simulator's way harder.
Really.
You're too slow. I've got you now. Yes, Valkyries are totally designed just for high-speed combat. It is their specialty.
Can Alto perform the Q18 maneuver?
Q18?
It's an infamous thing from Macross 7.
Yes, unfortunately I do not know too much about Macross series outside of Frontier. I apologize to all fans of Robotech for that.
I, on the other hand, have watched every Macross other than Plus and 2. I refuse to watch 2 on principle.
Sure, just snipe them. More tasty EXP for Crow.
Wait, I can actually hit him?
With the Godfire. Godfire's got quite a range on it.
I was expecting that to just be one of the horrible, well, I'm definitely not getting the SR point now. Go ahead, fling your thing at the God Mars.
Fling your tail at him. He doesn't
God
care.
Mars dies, I'm screwed, but
Yeah. But I don't think it will.
it hasn't taken any damage so far, and it is a true super robot now.
Yes, the God Mars is really tanky because it has to be.
If it dies, you're done.
Yes, if it does, you can instant game over due to the anti-proton bomb exploding and destroying the entire Earth, but hey, who cares about that?
I haven't actually seen this.
Yep, pierces straight through the inside and then explodes.
I'm actually going to watch God Mars. Oh,
Oh,
I
got a
wasn't
kill.
expecting that.
It was a crit, I think.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
It's just that God Mars is ridiculous.
I keep on telling you, this is why I always use the God Mars, despite the fact that it could mean a game over if it explodes.
Okay,
And I don't
so
think I ever had it.
Now I have the one problem.
What?
This.
Yeah, so give me 1 second. Pull up the... Click the button to pull it. So, you actually have a chance of getting this SR point.
Yes, I just have to get rid of that, and this is the problem.
Yes. You have the Macross there.
I'd be better off switching to this form, I believe.
Yeah. So you could almost use the Sword Macross cannon.
I don't think I have it, but no.
How many enemies are left?
2. Aside from him.
Only 2?
There's that one and that one.
Alright, let me see.
I can get the Die Guard over there. I can get the Gurren Lagann over there.
Okay, yeah. And you don't have anyone with the ability to boost will on other units. Sadly.
That's a thing? I can at the very least get the Gurren Lagann over. And do a full Drill Eyes.
To answer your question, yes and no.
Instinct.
There are some spirit commands that enable you to boost or lower other people's will.
Wait, no. Why would I do that? Also add
Yes,
whatever
also
this
add
is.
effort. Add effort to double EXP gain even if you aren't going to kill it.
That's full Drill Eyes.
Ah, if you fools hadn't put forth pointless interference, we wouldn't have had to come to this. What are you calling pointless? Since you're the ones who picked a fight with us, we won't let you get away with it. Let's go, Simone. And we'll go ahead and show that man, woman thing, the Team Goron's power! But we aren't Team Goron anymore. Where's Exodus? Don't worry about the fines. Don't worry about the tiny stuff. Still the same, we're beating down evil villains, aren't we? Yeah! I don't care if you're a beast or mecha or whatever, if you're still beast, we can still hunt you! But if you eat that, you're gonna hurt your stomach, bro! Mecha beasts. I do not think they are tasty.
Unlike most monsters.
Yes. Lots of Monster Hunter monsters do seem as though they'd be rather tasty, don't they? I think the one that's often pointed out as a good example of what would be the tastiest is the Zamtrios. I mean, Zamtrios really do look tasty. Nope, you have no guards. You can put effort, though.
Not
Double your EXP gain.
I'll take some damage here, but I've
You
also
should be
got a
fine.
100% hit chance, so...
Yeah, if you've got 100% and they've got 100%, you should be fine. Yes, because they have to fly in the Knotbuster. And they have to physically swap the arm, so they have to just detach the other arm, drop it somewhere, and hopefully collect it later. They don't have the money to be, replacing the arm every single time.
But the question is, which is more expensive to operate?
The Daiguard or the Trider?
Yes.
I don't know the answer to that. I'd say that the Daiguard is probably more of a pain to operate, though. Because every single time they deploy it, the pilots have to deal with mountains of paperwork every single time they want to deploy.
I believe it's the first time I'm actually using the Maximus to attack.
Oh, you did it once before. It just missed.
Alright. And
Okay,
you can tell
boss.
it's not the movie version because it doesn't have SMS painted on it.
Yep. They've got quite an impressive main bridge and cannon. And that's not even their main cannon's main power.
No. Alright, 9,000 damage. I've got 2 units to do it with.
So, figure out who you want to give kills to here.
It's probably going to be...
I don't think Chirico can get over there, sadly.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Or Chirico. He'll get much better once we get his upgrade parts.
And you can't see how many does
27.
27, that's decent.
Respectable. 24.
Also okay.
26. But the God Mars is one you really want to get Ace bonus on.
Yeah, I was just going back and forth. Who is the best to do this with?
Final God Mars, gonna leave it on because Sparkles.
Yeah, I'm gonna trust in Final God Mars.
It is crazy powerful.
This is instinct, so I'm
Yeah, instinct.
just to
See,
ensure
I'm
nothing
starting
goes
to
wrong.
recognize some things.
I can't actually read it, but I can read the bottom part on most. If it's +3, it's accelerate. If it's 30%, it's heal. If it's 2500, it's trust. If it has 2 things for now, that only means it's instinct.
Yeah. Mars Flash!
And that's why most people are able to play these games without being able to understand any Japanese.
Yeah, you can understand bits and pieces of it and look up on the internet what on earth bits of things are. Will it be enough? As it charges
We'll
in
be able
the
to
sparkly
tell.
colors. Yep. Dynamic kill.
I just love this dynamic kill.
It's just so fun to see how sparkly it is. They just
That
don't
was
make
pretty close, but yeah.
they just don't make anime those sparkly these days.
Yes, they do.
I was
bad.
going to say unless you're talking about Precure.
Or non-baka, but we don't
Yes.
speak of its name.
Yeah.
You only have focus still?
Apparently. You've ignored Crow a lot more than you should.
Yeah, I have been, I guess. He's level 15 though, so he's on par with most people.
Yeah, take out the last remaining thing.
It's
You're gonna
only
get him
fitting.
to kill? Don't do that yet, though. Be sure to kill the other thing first. Yes, and be sure to apply cheer. He's got luck as well, remember?
Does it?
Yeah. His third skill there is luck. Doubles the amount of money you gain.
Why does he have luck?
Because he's got strong luck as well, I believe. As a pilot skill.
This should definitely kill it.
Just the missiles.
I don't know if I've actually used this so far.
Yeah, you did on Osmo. It's sad, he just launches a couple of missiles. Nowhere near enough to be worthy of the Macross name.
Not at all.
But it works. It's enough. And Alto is still low level because he comes under leveled. Alright.
If this doesn't kill, I'm gonna just throw someone at it.
You've got Colin.
Or Donkey for literally anyone. But by all accounts, this should kill, I think.
You'd think.
5,700 attack.
Under
3,000.
4,000 HP. It should work. Should.
Also, the fact that it's just a ridiculous attack.
Yeah. I mean, it's concentrated light.
Is it light?
Yeah, it's photon energy. When you're talking about photons,
You
know,
generally are
positive
talking
light.
about light. But this is also anime. And it could have the exact same reason as gamma radiation. Where Stan Lee said, and I quote, "I don't know, it just sounded cool."
Oh, hey. We went up 3 levels as a result of that. Well done.
Oh, he only has 19 kills.
Yeah. Oh, the stronger T4! Did you see that, Baron Ashura? We've gathered a bunch of people who were able to take you out. We shall remember this, Kabuto Koji! You and your allies will definitely be taken out by this Baron Ashura someday! Here I come then, just try it, Ashura. We, Zexus, will definitely not lose to you. The Mecha Beasts and Dimensional Beasts have both been confirmed and annihilated. Looks like we were able to do it in a shorter time than expected. It's all because of Zero's effort, huh? What's wrong, Crow? No. It's just the Dimensional Beasts that showed up today. It's almost as if they were waiting for something. Who can know what monsters are thinking anyway? Let's see. Maybe they just came because there's so many people fighting in one place. That might be. You're pretty impressive, aren't you, Colin? And you're the same, right, Colin? I hate to say it, but you guys were even better than us in this fight. We'll just leave things. There's no need to say stuff like that. I mean, you guys saved Zero after all. Looks like those two have made up after their argument, huh? Bro loves people who try their hardest after all. But those guys... Well then, everyone. Have you seen a bit of my power here? Looks like you were able to make use of the employees of the underground centers. How did you do that? There are many people who wish to take out me and the Black Knights. On the 1 in a million chance that something like that would happen, I'd already gone ahead and made preparations here. I'll go ahead and admit that it was a severe circumstance, but even so, to have destroyed an entire city, the citizens had already been evacuated. As such, there was no loss to innocent life. I don't think that's the problem here. It's just like Crow says, See. The most important thing is to ensure that no casualties are and as such, I did as much as... And as such, I shall swear to do my utmost to prevent it. However... Since the Britannians are attempting to take us out, we shall only respond in kind. But we have a different enemy we should be pointing our anger at, don't we? That is those who would disturb the peace of this world. In other words, the dimensional beasts and the terrorists. So you're saying that in order to take those out, you don't care about a few sacrifices? Of course, I don't intend to say anything like that. However, there are times when a few sacrifices may be necessary. In order to carry out justice, we cannot allow any failures. Is that correct? That's... What you're saying isn't wrong, but... If you still don't trust me, that is fine as well. However, I have the resolve to press on regardless of what you all think. That is the justice in which I believe. Alright, Zero. It's not as if we don't have objections, though. First off, let's get away from here. If we stay here, we're just going to be inviting further conflict. Understood. It seems as though you were able to make everything turn out okay, huh? Alright, Lelouch. I wonder if things will go as you've planned from here on, though. Nunnally, I'm heading out. I believe that this fight will lead to a world that you'll desire. I see. It appears as though Carlos's whims have brought about quite a good outcome, haven't they? And then... He's got quite the fighting force gathered around him, hasn't he? This is quite lucky, isn't it? Back to the port. But I was shocked. We thought we were going to have to deal with some Britannian forces, but suddenly Mecha Beasts and Dimensional Beasts showed up? That was good, wasn't it? Rather than having to deal with some country's army, we're more suited to deal with terrorists, aren't we? So you really are still thinking like that, aren't you? Well, I mean, something that's only to be expected, isn't it? We're just your average salarymen. We're different. We've been acting as resistance in order to free and tell all of Japan. But, hey, I mean, you're going to be allies fighting by our side now, aren't you? What? Yeah, that's right. If there's something you want to say, go ahead and spit it out. We'll be more than happy to listen to you at any point. Hey. I don't really know very much about that other Japan. Since we're going to be fighting alongside each other, it's going to be hard if you keep on getting all angry at us like that. Fighting alongside each other. Mecha Beasts and terrorists. Mecha Beasts and Mecha Beasts and terrorists. Nexus was found to fight those sorts of guys after all. That's the reason that we were able to overcome organizations and birthplaces all to join here together. Aren't all the members of the Black Knights like that as well? Well, after all, doesn't that Zero guy keep on spouting off about how you guys are here for justice? Well, by the way, we've chased down that cat wanting to see Zero's face as well. But we were planning on returning Zero's mouse to him after all. Sorry, seems as if I've got a bit carried away there. Here. Japan. Back in Japan, Area 11, everyone around me was just enemies. There wasn't anyone you could trust other than yourself. Well, everyone else was a target of discrimination. There's nothing like that here. After all, Zexus was found to overcome things like that. That's exactly right. Even though we may come from different countries or even different worlds. There's no time to worry about pointless crap like that. There are lots of foes we've got to fight here. Throughout the world. Throughout the world? You can't just keep on going on for the sake of Japan alone like you've been so far. That's why we've all got to pool our forces together, right? You get it? Yeah. Seems like you're still a little bit worried. What are you... Or is it that you still want to fight? Oh, shut it. Since I said I'm gonna do it, we're gonna do it. That's fine. So then that's fine. Hey, you're a lot nicer than I thought, huh? Looking forward to seeing what you can do, Ace of the Black Knights. Yeah. Nice to meet you, Cullen. Yeah. By the way, can you tell me about that Japan-some as well? Give it to us. We're all Japanese here, after all. Thanks. That's the first time I've seen Cullen make a face like that. It's been a long time since I've seen her like that, too. She used to smile a lot, though, and be such a happy girl. Ogie, have you known Cullen for a long time? Her older brother was my childhood friend. Is that so? So that's how things are, Zero. Look forward to working with you. What the hell's up with you? You were busy yelling at Zero and Cullen just a bit before, weren't you? Ah, don't sweat the small stuff. Since he's gone ahead and shown his resolve, he and I are buddies now. Buddies. Friends, huh? You upset? What, you upset with that or something? I don't intend to play friends with everyone. What? However, this gathering of people who are all here for justice, I can easily express my respect to those gathered here. Ah, you use some pretty complicated word. Ah, quit using such complicated words. Nerds. But, alright, I'll go ahead and accept the leader of the Black Knights as a member of as a subgroup of Team Gurren. Wait, bro! Oh, you just keep on deciding stuff great like that, you'll cause another fight. No, I'll go ahead and accept that. And as an apology to you, I'll make you Special Operations Commander of the Black Knights. Ha! Isn't that nice? I suppose so. Well, at any rate, it seems like they're getting along pretty well. Guess so. We may have had a lot of problems here, but it looks as though Zexus has finally started operations. Don't know how long we're going to keep going for here. But at the very least, we'll be carrying out justice, I guess. Huh. That's not a word that really suits us, is it? The two of us, is it? But I don't hate that feeling. Do you? I feel exactly the same. I really want to hope that those people gathered here aren't just people saying it for show. You really hope. Back to Tokyo. Let's see. Thanks to that incident at Sagami Port, it looks as though the Peace Preservation Council's squad has finally started moving. Well, they did just have an explanation from the UN, didn't they? Following on from that event at Mount Fuji, Peace Preservation Council decided to create a special operations squadron for the peace and benefit of all mankind. Of course, they didn't say anything about the Gundams and the Black Knights being a part of them, though. An incredible gathering of power from both the front end and secret side of the world, and its name is Zexus. We're going to go, Kinue. Finding out the truth and telling it to the masses is the job of a journalist, after all. Yep. Zexus is where everything going on in this world is focused right now. If we chase them down, we'll definitely find this world. We'll definitely find out stuff that will change this world. Yeah. If we find out the facts and put them together, that's where we'll find the truth. Zexus. They definitely know the truth of this world. So.
Alright. New items. Just go.
You've got a sniping lens, gives plus 10 accuracy. You've got the modules, which are not of super importance right now. And an equase snack.
Well, for accuracy up... I think using accuracy boost.
Any of the supers, really.
Yeah. I'll put it on the Gurren log for now.
Probably a good idea.
Gurren or log. Oh, so you can put one on each of them and then those will carry over, won't they?
Yes.
That's nice.
Very nice. You got sub-orders to deal with?
Now the long part.
For the people you intend on using, you typically want to put them either in the patrol for kills.
I'm just having to determine who actually is, you know.
So you have...
Duo. Definitely.
Hello. Hi, Claire. Hello, my old cat. Come here. Hey, girl. Oh, come back.
There's a chance of me using Clan.
That's Michelle.
Clan and Michelle I have a chance of using for both.
We're not planning on using Hero.
Do we get the Wing Zero in this one?
No.
No.
Yep, you don't get the Wing Zero until the sequel.
Your answer would be a no then.
Well, you never know. You might wind up using him on some of the stages where you've got
You
a
two,
limited
I can
number of
definitely
units.
say, are going there.
Well, they're an extra repair unit and an extra resupply unit.
Just like you're going there.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going there.
So feel free to put everyone else where you would like.
Hi there. PP. Wada. No, Wada get a level. No, definitely not.
How are you?
Upon looking at that, I'm not going to look at Wada a level.
It's one exact level's worth.
Yes, you see now why I say I'm not giving.
Yes, as in that will carry over.
Oh,
It is exactly 500 experience. And since levels do not scale, it'll also be 500. Oh, we have someone in chat.
Oh, hello. Ben, recap what happened.
So, to recap what has happened in the past few days here. As of last episode, we traveled back to Japan as the UN's Peace Preservation Council had officially begun putting together their Special Operations Squad. We wound up running into the Black Knights, led by 1-0, or Lelouch Lamperouge, and they wound up joining us as well after proving to the world that they were allies of justice, supposedly. After that happened, they were all brought back to the Dragon's Hive and wound up encountering Elgin Roddick, our sponsor, who also happens to be the mysterious boatman who's been giving aid to everyone.
This is the part where I really can't do it on my own. Just keep recapping for now.
So, after discovering that Elgin Roddick is boatman, he gathered everyone together and told them of his ideal, which is he's going to build a special team operating solely under the UN for the peace and preservation of all mankind. And they are Zexus, the Z Extra International Savers, which is a phrase we are not going to use very much from now on because, come on, that's really kind of a crappy acronym. It shall just be Zexus. So, he set us free, sent us on our way, and said good luck. After that, we had a bit of a complication here leaving Area 11 because, you know, the Black Knights are technically terrorists and being actively pursued by the Britannian government. Lelouch set up a trick in order to get everyone to believe in him, except the Britannians retreated. Instead, we wound up dealing with Dimensional Beasts and Mecha Beasts from Mazinger. So we wound up taking them out thanks to Lelouch having basically mined an entire city beforehand and blowing it up so that they all got trapped in the rubble.
Nope, no.
We took them out quickly and we were able to deal with it. As a result, Lelouch/Zero has now been accepted by everyone as an official member of the group and is at least considered to be relatively trustworthy.
Alright, so, you.
Yes. So, for him, what you'll probably want to buy is you'll probably want to buy Energy Saver.
I was going to say, does he want energy or bullet save?
Energy.
Alright.
Yes.
That one seems like a worthwhile purchase.
Yeah.
You don't have enough for anything yet.
Yes. Energy Saver is important for most super robots and most of the 00 units. There's a reason the 00 units have the GN drive,
so
which gives
close.
them energy. Yes, he is. If that's the one you want and not double action.
That is a tough call for them.
It is a very tough call. But you have plenty of time to make it.
100 more on you.
Yes.
Because definitely want it on him.
Yes, you very much want it on your protagonist.
Hello, cats.
Hello, Paloma. Will you come over and show off for the viewers?
Should be everything, I think.
Yes.
Save?
Save.
Save.
Hello, Paloma. Wow.
Don't forget that save, but...
Hello, and we have a kitten to show off a little bit for the camera. But not much. Calm down, girl. Calm down. Please don't struggle. There we go.
Alright.
You're a good cat. Alright. Back to the Dragon's Hive. Ah! Mr. Crow, were you busy eating? Hey, so... Oh yeah, right now it's the B team's lunchtime, right? Ah, Zexus is nice, isn't it? They've prepared meals for everyone in the squad. What were you going to do... Incidentally, what were you going to do if they hadn't prepared meals for everyone? Well, half of my weekly meals would just be water. That'd be pretty rough, wouldn't it? Since it's come to this, I guess we're going to I guess you have to make sure to stock up on enough food for the days when you did eat. And, well hey, if that did happen though, the other half of my meals would be... something about powdered water? I'm not entirely sure what he's saying, so let's see if I can quickly find translation for this fun word here. Possibly meals ready to eat.
After this chapter, we're going to have a route split.
Yes. The remaining half of his meals would be just sugar water. So, yeah. To which Duo just butts in, are you some sort of beetle or something? The more I hear about being poor, the worse it sounds. That sounds pretty rough, Mr. Crow. As if a rich kid like you'd understand. Hey, Luca. So did you have something you want from me? There's been a special transmission for you, Mr. Crow. So what do you want to do? For me? Guess it's from the chief. Hey. Is it okay to be so open with her about the existence of Zexus? Well, she's my boss after all. No. I mean, I've got to be able to at least tell her where the hell I am. Alright, this is a good chance. I'll go ahead and introduce you to my boss who's even scarier than demons. And I'll go ahead and direct the transmission to the monitor over there. Hey there, penniless guy! How are you? You're that rich guy? How do you know where I am? Haha. It takes... Let's see. It takes a snake for the path of snakes, he says. I'm not sure what that acronym means. Or what would be a good way of putting that. But yes, takes one to know one? Something like that. I know, when you have this much money as I am, you have all kinds of information. And of course, since I knew a member of my company was... Now, I figured I should at least go ahead and give you a bit of... talk to you for a little while. Don't get me wrong. I'm a freelancer who's just working as a part of the Scott Labs right now, not a member of Axion. And, well, Why? No, no. To me at least, you're a precious little toy instead. Of course. You're the one who's riding the precious Brasso, which has been equipped with the VX system, aren't you? But the fact that you've deliberately gone and sent this communication to me, are you trying to get me to leave the Brasso again? I've already gone ahead and given up on that, after all. Besides, I've already found a more interesting game than that. Game? I figured that rather than trying to steal the Brasso from you or get you to leave it, I'd find far more fun in watching how you fail with it. I mean, come on. Earlier when I saw you the first time, didn't you go up in spectacular flames against that white dimensional beast? Thank you very much for being so appreciative of the show. At any rate, go ahead and try your best. I'm expecting great things of you and Zexus. Yeah, go, Zexus! Go! Is that okay to go ahead and just cut off the communication like that? Luca, did you really want to hear what that guy was yelling until the end? Not particularly. Nothing good comes of those who've got nothing but money and time. What on earth is with that guy? He's the head of the Axion Corporation. In other words, he's the world's richest man. As you can see, he's just a pointless guy who's got nothing but money going for him. Are you sure you aren't just jealous of him because he's got so much money and you don't? I don't intend to disagree with that. But that guy, what on earth was he intending by sending you that communication? Here's a line that I don't remember where we found it, but apparently some people have taken to calling the nickname for him Our Beloved Idiot.
Our dear idiot.
Yes, Our Dear Idiot. And I just think that's a wonderful way of referring to him. He's our dear idiot, after all.
That was from the people who translated 2 chapters of the game.
Yep. I guess he just finds Zexus itself amusing. Hi, Claire. Are you showing up very well on camera? I don't think so. This is my very old cat, Claire. At this point in time, I'm just waiting for her tail to split and turn into a Bakaneko, as I'm fairly certain that'll happen for her.
She is like 18.
Yes, she's a crazy cat. Crazy little starfish.
Should only take
yes.
L.
Yeah, to a guy like him, he doesn't care about people working for the sake of the world or for other people. He's just interested in whatever he finds interesting. What's wrong, Alto-senpai? You seem kind of upset. Seems like I was just thinking that this world's got its own share of problems too. Isn't that for sure? After all, well, we've just been caught up in a series of endless problems since we got transferred over here, starting with those Vajra. I can't understand why on earth people are still fighting against each other with the way the world is right now. Let's see. Well, I mean, the world we came from had gotten rid of countries a long time ago and had just one unified government. Let's see. I wonder if this world would pool together its resources in the face of human annihilation. That's not something to think too much about, though. It's probably a bad idea. Just as Crow says, could be that we might be closer to that extinction than we'd think. You guys are too lighthearted about it. Does it look like that? Ah, well, that makes me happy to hear. Alto. Let's see. Alto, quit acting like some flower on a wall. Learn from Karen and get along with the squad more. See. Then what do you have to say about the guys who are building even bigger walls than I am? Chirico. He does not get along with people. He doesn't look like he's sleeping. No. That guy's already keeping a close eye on everything around him. His entire body is filled with killing intent. He seems to be some sort of seasoned soldier. Oh, Claire, you've gone ahead and stuck yourself. That guy's Chirico QB. He's a member of the Black Knights and an armored trooper pilot. Armored troopers are those small-scale fighting machines, aren't they? I wanted to invest. I already went ahead and looked at them a little bit, but it's incredible. Even though it's so simply made, it's got everything necessary for a mobile weapon. But I've heard some bad rumors about those armored troopers. Well, the cost of creating them is super low. Oh, and so their survivability is also at the lowest possible point. No, actually, it's even lower than that. Let's see. I've heard rumors of people getting their arms and getting their hands torn off just by working on them. Although, depending on the guy using them, they can become pretty terrifying. And that Chirico guy's just that good at using his. So I guess there was a reason that Zero guy dragged him along. Let's see. Back when Hero and I were in Area 11, we saw him fighting from close up. Rather than saying that his armored trooper was a terrifying thing, it's more as if he himself was a terrifying combat machine. At least that's what I felt. A machine, huh? AU. The Moraria Cooperative Kingdom. Something like that. PMC Trust Office. And so that's what today's request is. Let's see. The UN Peace Preservation Council's Special Operations Force Axis. So the job is to investigate their fighting strength. May we request to know who the client is? That's unfortunately top secret information. However, he's a guy who's got some pretty high standing around here. Even though the world's in such a crazy place right now, their fighting power is pretty impressive.
Fair.
Seems like they've even got their hands on those celestial whatchamacallit people.
Alial Sachos.
Yes, Alial Sachos, the crazy, and Commander Lehman, who's from Vodums. Is he?
You can't check it like you can now.
Sadly, Z2-1 does not include a check feature.
Does 2 include one?
Yes, in fact.
I thought it was
Yes.
3 exclusive.
Nope. Yes. So we're saying that the client is a member of the 3 great countries and someone of fairly high position. I guess so. Oh, after all, what does it matter to us though? So long as you pass, we'll go off and fight. That's the job of the PMC Trust. And since you've gone ahead and called me out, I suppose they've ordered a special course. That's exactly right, Commander Lehman. The main point of it is just to investigate their strength. However, if you can take them out, you've been told to go for it. To us, that's the most important order. I've gone ahead and taken a look at the list of targets. If we're to go at it joking around, we'll be in danger. And that's exactly why we decided to send you guys. You're the strongest squadron from the SRW galaxy, aren't you? The Red Shoulders? Very well. I've found something in the list of targets that's very interesting. What's that? It's something for us alone. But I think I'll deploy as well. Well, if you're going to be going out, then I can't just sit back here at base. Looks like I'll get to play around for the first time in a while. Well, I think I'll go ahead and enjoy those Gundams myself. Have you prepared a method of dealing with them? Well, the guy who's the client who placed the order is just that impressive. He's gone ahead and leaked the location of a WF base to the United Nations. While they're busy dealing with that, we'll be able to go out and take him down. Aliel Sarchez. He's almost like a blood-starved beast, huh? He's got no ideals he fights for and no sense of honor. He just seems like he constantly is starving for war. Aliel Sarchez is not a good man. Chapter 15. A shadow that covers the world. They're coming! All units, prepare to intercept! You're allowed 14 units.
Nice.
But you have none auto-deployed, so...
Less nice. You.
Oh no, the Exta auto-deploys. That makes sense considering Aliel Sarchez. He is Setsuno's arch-nemesis. Still have 2 more units to go. You want to take the Die Guard, you need something that can... You know... Well, or maybe not the Die Guard, maybe take...
No.
One of those
I'm
two.
taking the Die Guard.
Because that way you could leave the Die Guard behind to rack up some points. Rack up extra pilot points, so that you can use it more later.
True. So which of these is the...
It's square. Whoever... He's the one with resupply. The idiot of the two. So you still have 1 unit. You're going to be the Wing, the Death Scythe, or the Trider.
So you're going to be the Trider or the Death Scythe.
No, no, you're causing a bit of
Here
problems
we go,
there.
Clan.
Sure, if you want
Because
to.
I'm probably not going to be using her that often. All up.
Yes.
There's
Up and to the
someone
right.
Alright.
Remember that more enemies will be appearing. Think carefully about who can fly and who can't.
I can't put items on at this one, can I?
You can if you... But you don't have any flight units.
I don't have one?
No, that's the one they were careful not to give you.
Ah.
Trust me, I would have pointed it out if you'd gotten one. But for now,
Can
you have
Crow
no...
fly?
Yes, Crow flies. The
Okay.
Brosta flies. That's why it's got the huge backpack.
Alright.
Huge wing backpack. Let's see. We're currently in the northern portion of Aztistan, 0.1613. We've confirmed multiple mobile units. It appears as though... Oh, at this point, it appears as though they are WLF units. What's with these guys? They've even got Celestial Being in the colony Gundams. So this is the UN Special Forces that took out our allies in Area 11? I think that the WLF would be out here. Let's see. Guess the UN's information was good. Even Veta didn't know about this WLF hideout. Let's see. I've heard that the information about today's target was leaked to us by someone. It appears as though some people do know about us. So I guess they were trying to force us out here, huh? Well, we've got no gallery hanging about here today. So we and Celestial Being can go ahead and do as much as we want. But we can't go out. We can't underestimate things. We need to hurry up and take them out quickly. Mr. Muragi, Setsuna seems a bit off today. We're close to his home out here, and so... Alright. Destroy all enemies. Lose if Setsuna dies or allied battleships destroyed. Within 2 turn allied phases, take out all initial enemies. Okay, that is your SR point. So you're going to want to get moving fast. You might want to stay where you are and just use the...
Can I? Oh, yeah.
Yes, your heavy machine gun will reach.
100% hit chance, too.
Yep. Because he's really good at that. He's really good at dodging and hitting. It's not really a machine gun, though.
Does he have more size? Or do I need to buy that for him?
I do not believe he does.
That'd probably be a good thing to purchase.
Yes, it would very much so be a good thing to purchase, because there are very few things other than Rotom's units that are small size. After all, we don't have the Full Metal Panic units in this one. They do count as small.
Oh,
This is Full Metal Panic. No. is that that's not as huge of a thing as you'd thought. Not as huge of a thing as I'd thought either.
Yeah.
Well, also there's the fact that I believe canonically they can get up gaps like that by utilizing their slash harkens as grapple launchers. And they've got the land spinners on their feet as well, so they're able to ascend pretty easily, even if they can't fly. No problem. Look them over again.
Well, there.
So.
Oh. I wasn't really expecting much there.
Would have been nice, though.
Would have been nice.
Yes. Macross Frontier has some very nice songs. I mean, it's kind of to be expected from a series that's half mechs and half idols, but it is very nice. The show is better able to sing this. Just as a note, this is sort of the ideal circumstances to make use of Zero's tactical commands.
You mean where everyone is currently?
Yeah, since everyone's clumped up. You can hit a huge chunk of them.
Yeah, why not?
Remember, they're pretty fragile. Nightmare frames are really pretty fragile.
Should be kill action.
Yep. Remember that both Setsuna and Ozma have Act Again. I have no idea what that noise was. I'd bet it's the Tagami, though. I'll go ahead and see here, as I doubt there's going to be any dialogue for a bit. Enjoy the headphones while you can. Okay, no idea what was going on there. But such is life. Anything interesting happened while I was gone?
Nope, not a line of dialogue.
Well, it is what it is. And hey, at least the Muzzinger's getting some kills.
Yep.
Good for him to have his Muzzin power back. But yes. Come on, Claire. You can come up. The Muzzinger's ace bonus is simply, whenever he's at 130 or above will, he deals an extra 20% damage. So that's very nice. Come on, Claire. Feel free to come and sit with me.
The wonderful genocide drawings. They are very large.
Come to think of it, do they only count as 1L or 2L? Are they indeed battleship sized?
Hi, Cheska.
That's a good question. Yes, please, Cheska, we do not, Francesca, we do not want you knocking things over here.
Or trying to eat the knife. As I can fully see you trying to.
Yeah, that could happen.
Has the Moon Wars from Getter Robo already happened?
The Moon Wars. Well, all I know is that, for Getter Robo, this is Apocalypse only that they go through.
Just L.
Alright, yes. They only go through the story of Getter Robo Apocalypse, and there hasn't been too much Getter Robo story that's happened. All that's really happened is invaders have arrived. That's all we know. There are these weird things from outer space called invaders that are threatening the planet. But hey, it could be worse. There could be crazier stuff going on. We've got plenty of aliens to deal with, after all. Let's see. Oh, Claire.
Getter... Let's just do the
Not quite a count.
Yeah,
Not quite enough. We've got plenty of guys who can get over there to that stuff. And the people who are further back, you might want to hold on, because once you kill off these guys, there should be reinforcements arriving.
I'm gonna have you go, since you are...
Low level?
Low level and can move quite far, so even if I move you to the front line,
yeah,
I can get him back to the back line pretty quickly.
Also, remember, you're going to want to ace Alto so that you can get a secret. Yes.
Yep. I also want to ace Chirico.
There we go.
Finally.
He has instinct. That's
SR point.
Did you see that? Ha! We took him out in an instant. Don't get carried away. If you keep on acting like that, you're gonna get hurt. Captain! There are a number of units rapidly approaching the area. WF reinforcements? All units prepare to intercept!
Oh no, they're all up there.
The AU? No, it's different. Those units' markings. It's Miraria's PMC Trust. What's with that PMC Trust thing? They're a civilian military provider. Or, to put it simply, they're mercenaries. They're the same as us? No matter how I look at these guys, they're trying to come at us. Since they're civilian military providers, does that mean that they were hired to take us out? There's no use in just standing around debating it. No. It's not an improbable story. There are plenty of people who'd rather not deal with incredibly strong powers. That unit. Red Shoulder. Is Commander Lehman leading them? Red Shoulders. That was the armored unit excellent one on the front lines of the Melkian War. Known as the strongest armored trooper squadron in the Astrakius galaxy. The devils with a single red shoulder that were said to be able to take on 1,000 men each. You got that from your monthly men's whatever, didn't you? But that's correct, isn't it? Their fighting prowess is even stronger than that, though. Those PMC Trust guys really brought along some nasty stuff, huh? You guys were pretty impressive to be able to take out the WF like that. Don't disappoint me, Zexus. All units prepare to intercept the enemy. See. Focus your fire on your targets and take out the units. What do we do here? Is it obvious? If they're gonna pick a fight with us, we'll take it and back many times over. Yeah. We'll make you regret it enough you won't come back. But we're here for fighting for justice. Those who would oppose us are evil. We have no need of holding back. It's exactly as Zero says. At the very least, they don't seem like they're just gonna shut up and head back. Do we really have to fight? We've got no choice. All units, advance against the PMC Trust. We'll have to prove ourselves with force. Ha! Go on and set it now, Beardy. Well, he's our chief after all. He's more than willing to make the hard decisions. Let's go, everyone. We'll go ahead and show these idiots who's boss. We're getting chased, getting hunted. And what happened to everyone loving allies of justice?
So the answer on the Moon Wars would be yes. They have already occurred. As the Moon Wars is the prequel to Armageddon.
Alright.
Where everything went very badly. Scope dogs.
Yep, they're very weak. And as a fun side note for anyone who's interested, this cat on my lap has a very bad habit, or skill, shall we say, of being able to apply all of her body weight onto a single paw, which she is doing right now and trapping my hand. I cannot easily remove my left hand, which is under her front paws. Please send help.
Well, I could help you, but there's no need currently.
Yeah, I don't need to be actively translating anything at the moment, so it's okay that I only have one hand free. Oh, Claire, you're such a light cat, but you deploy all of your weight in the most ridiculous of ways. She knows how to use it as a weapon. I would go ahead and use a fence in that case. Probably not super useful, but it's better than nothing.
I mean, might as well apply something. Man, it would be useful if he had his Z3 one.
And by that you mean?
His Z3 ace bonus.
Ah, yes. But you don't even have him anywhere near ace right now, so...
Oh yeah, but you know, just the general... the idea of it.
Alright.
Button presses.
All the scope dogs are moving off. Heavy machine gun revised. Quit flying around up there!
So Chiriko has a special scope dog that he can get that has odd requirements.
Extra missile pods. It's not like it's got that weird requirements, it's just, you know, it needs to be aced, and then needs to do a couple of special things on his stage.
You have to get a kill with all the members of his crew.
Yeah, that's not hard.
That did not kill him.
Oh, rip those wings of yours off. Yeah, use the machine gun.
Is the machine gun... Yeah, higher accuracy.
Yes.
That was the primary thing I wanted.
Yes, low accuracy. And besides, everyone loves the machine gun. It's impressive.
It's sadly not as great as the missing machine gun.
But hey, it has double machine guns mounted in its arms. It can flick out. Ow. Hurts a little bit.
I should prepare the getter. If I can.
Yeah. Don't make light of Ryola. I mean, that's just such a very fitting weapon for Ryoma, isn't it? Just have a pair of machine guns and just spray everywhere.
Yeah. Actually, no. Go ahead and do it.
Let's see, is it indeed the thing on its... Nope, it's a bazooka. Solid shooter.
I feel like the Getter Robo is the poster child of the super robots are so illogical.
Yeah, Getter Robo and Drone Logan. And Mazinger.
Mazinger is more logical than Getter Robo, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, considering the Shin Dragon and such, yeah.
Aside from the Rocket Punch being slightly illogical. And missed. Oh well.
That chewed through a lot of energy, but oh well. You've got someone who can repair.
I've got
Try and use the 7-sword combination.
Just go ahead and kill.
We've got Hellions and an axe heading out.
Is it Hellion or is it Hellion?
Well, it's written Hellion, but Helion. But it's questionable whether that's meant to be Hellion or not.
I haven't really watched enough of 00 to be able to say.
And then there's Aliel Sarch's special Enact Custom. Yes. It's based from... There's one made for melee combat. I've got a bit of pride in mine. Those movements. Just like Cruz's KPSAs. You're too slow, Gundam. If you were gonna keep moving like that, I could take you out easily. So, for those who do not know, Aleal Sanchez here was Setsuna's former commander.
Back when he was a child soldier.
Yes, because Iron Blood Orphans isn't the only series with child soldiers. And Setsuna Afseye, despite his name, is actually Middle Eastern. I do not remember what his actual name is. I doubt he cares about it either. Urchinai Celestial,
He doesn't
whatchamacallit?
need a name after all. After all, he's nothing more than a Gundam.
Yeah, something like that.
Resupply post movement.
Yep, you need a skill to do that.
Alright, let's see. Oh, you can.
Yep.
You can't quite.
So,
Alright, so let's have you...
yes, once you do that, I'd like to steal the controls for a second. Because I'd like to check on the special scope dog.
Scope dog? Want the missile back?
そう簡単にいけばいいけどね。
It's Soren Ibrahim. Okay.
Alright. Alright then, so Soren Ibrahim is Setsuna's name. Okay, not that he really uses it much. But yes, thank you. Yes, allow me to see this for a second. Not that one. The commanders. Quickly go ahead. She doesn't have anything other than scan, so I'll quickly use that to check on the special scope dog. Does it have anything special? That most certainly does not look normal.
No.
Let's see. He's got a command aura and ignore size. Both good to know. 950 HP.
An S on land.
Yeah. He's got a Gatling gun, heavy machine gun, and electromagnetic pile bunker.
Okay.
Okay. That's pretty impressive.
Also, what's your will at? Is that high enough?
That's high enough that continuous action will work.
Nice. 'Cause that's one part about having both of them here.
Yeah. Just be careful dealing with the bosses.
So I won't definitively kill anything else.
But yeah, so you have 2 more down, and then ready to keep on going.
That's fine.
Sure, it goes over there. It's easy to lose him amongst the multitude of scope dogs.
Indeed it is.
But hey,
I get really much of any... Can operate them.
I would go down one if you're going to do that, but
To there?
yeah, because that way you've got that Burai in there as well. Well, I don't know that any of them can actually hit anything, but we shall see. He can tackle something. And you've got a surprisingly good hit chance against a scope dog.
I'm willing to bet that's all because he is...
Well, part of it's because he got the boost. Gonna check if he's got any movement boosts. Nope, good enough. He can still hit that scope dog. The beam pistol.
Right, I should like... What stage number is this? It should be 14. 15? 15.
It is either 15 or 16. This is 15. So after this, we should get the heavy arms and the sandrock.
I was gonna say, because I was looking at the list of secrets and saw that we missed one.
Ah, yes, the super repair kit from Mel Beater. From Mel Beater's dad.
両者は先祖
Rand's boss.
Pixie formation.
ピクシー正体の力を見せて
Quadlin Rails. I really don't love the design of them, but it's understandable considering that they're just like Iron Man suits for giants.
They also really have not changed all that much since the...
Original Macross?
Yeah, no. Their weapons have gotten better, but... No dynamic kill?
いけるぞ一気にとどめだ
Launch everything.
This is more Macross Missile Massacre.
Not full, but more of. And then point blank cannon. Just
Okay,
to
that's
finish it off.
dynamic finish.
Yeah.
少々物足りない相手だったね
That is worthy of someone that you will almost never use.
Yep. They won't be able to hit anything.
Oh. Still was worth moving. And generally, that form is better.
You go for the sunglasses cutter or the skull break?
Whatever this is.
Skull break!
Haven't used it yet. Due
They
to
may be
being
small,
ranked
but I
1.
can't underestimate them. Let's go! Skull break!
Okay.
Yep. Just as a pair of drills pop out of the hands, thunk. I don't know if they ever use that or not. Just gonna say, are you gonna swap the gutter too?
No. I am, however, going to lock my last empire currently.
Yes. I would say if you're going to use lock on, you'd be better off attacking the scope dog. It needs it more. I don't think you'll kill it though. But hey, you can deal some good damage
The
to
boss
the
scope dog I cannot kill. I am almost certain, but I figured as long as I have this stuff, might as well.
Yeah. Here we go. Everyone loves dealing with scope dogs. It's almost as fun as dealing with big units from the Big O, which are the tankiest things imaginable.
Is the Black Getter going to be in this?
No.
Okay. I imagine it'll be the next one now.
Yes, you get the Black Getter and the Gokei Guy Shin Getter in the sequel. That you did a lot of
That was
damage.
more than I was expecting,
You probably
actually.
took a fair bit though.
No?
Decent amount.
Alright.
If you can try and get ult of the kill.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he has focus at least.
Yes. And then you've got luck if you're going to use that.
Already. Alright.
Yes, he has luck to double the money. Zip over and hope for the best.
Question is... Oh yeah.
Use your strongest attack. He's got a good chance of hitting, so we just have to hope it's enough.
We'll see.
Alright, Alto. I'm sure you can... You're a fighter plane. You should be mobile enough to take out a scope dog. Let's just hope you deal enough damage. He's only got Prevail level 3. Should be fine.
Hopefully it hits a vital.
It doesn't need to hit vital. It's a scope dog.
Everything is a vital.
Yep, that's a
That's
dynamic
fair.
kill. Fire everything.
That's-
We didn't even get to see his electromagnetic pile bunker.
That's a shame, but, you know.
But oh well.
I imagine
He's
he'll be
gone.
showing up again.
I don't know if he will, but oh well. Sarchas definitely will.
3 levels.
Very good. Jerko QV. I can't allow him to live. Commander Lehman and the Red Shoulders. Looks like no matter where I go, that nightmare is going to keep pursuing me. Alright. We've got 3 scope dogs down there to take out with the Mazinger.
Nope,
By the way, what can Tamaki there do with his spirits? Anything useful? He's got Flash and Vigor. Nope! As useless as expected.
Well, the Flash is useful.
Kitty, please don't stick your head in plastic. Hi there, girl. Nope. He does not wish to show cap.
Sure. You got a good hit and evade chance there, thanks to focus.
Yep. Going after Aliel Sarchez.
Yep.
Off goes the kitty.
Nobody likes him.
Yeah.
He's one of the few Gundam villains who is completely and utterly unredeemable.
Yeah, he is very unredeemable.
Even Ribbons and most of the zombies are redeemable.
I don't know that I can say that about... Ribbons thought he was doing the right thing, at least. That much I can say about him.
Ribbons is at least better than...
Than someone who's insane and just wants to create more war and misery wherever he goes. Is he a good person? Not at all. But he thought he was doing the right thing. He kinda had good intentions. Kinda.
Let's go do a breast burn.
So that's something. But, yeah.
He also isn't really human, if I remember.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Is he a clone?
yes. So, that's a whole different can of worms. I mean, clone rights and like. Is he human if he's a clone? If he's, an enhanced human of some type? And on that same note, are coordinators human?
No.
Are you a member of Blue Cosmos? Have you secretly been a member of Blue Cosmos this entire time?
No idea what that is.
That was the human first group. The human first racist group of Seed.
No, I just really hate Kira Yamato. And I'm willing to do absolutely anything to discredit him.
Anyways. I would have just used Flash there, really.
It's because I also kind of want these things to come after me.
Yes, I would go ahead and... Oh, it's your choice. Bottom one, there's Flash.
Yeah, since focus will still be in effect, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
after
more
this, I'll
important for
still
his
have...
close range. But yes.
This should be the same sort of thing.
That's... But he... Yes, he was supposed to be dead. But he isn't.
When do people ever really die?
When they are forgotten, according to one Dr. Hurlawuck, but that's, up to personal interpretation.
No, I just mean, how often do Gundam villains actually die? Well, they die more often than most.
Aliel Sartos dies, Ribbons dies,
Most of the zombies die.
yeah, most of the zombies die. Full Frontal probably dies.
Char is question marks everywhere.
Char became a Force Ghost, just like Amuro. So, take that however you will. So it's like, yeah, kinda, but also at the same time, nah. I'm willing to give Char a pass. Whatever happened to Haman Karn? I never watched Double Zeta.
I believe Hamon Karn died at the end of Double Zeta. Yes, the Mazinger is always amazing with its attack.
Yes.
I didn't even realize I was going full power.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it put on to. It defaulted to the photon energy beam. Aww.
Aww.
Oh well.
Yeah, Hamon Karn died.
Yeah.
She deserved to die.
At the very least, Double Zeta Haman Karn deserves to die. I would not say... I really don't think that Z3 Haman Karn will deserve it.
That's partially because Z3 Hamon Karn
How's Char?
is less Zeta or Double Zeta Hamon and more Char's Deleted Affair Hamon Karn.
Okay. I have not read that, but I know it is a thing. And we're back to this. Blade Rifle and GN Sword.
Char's Deleted Affair was... It was the reason why Hamon Karn relied on Char so much.
Okay.
Her love for Char was one of the only things keeping her sane.
Yeah.
So, when Char kind of became an enemy,
Yeah.
things went poorly.
But hey,
I've never been able to bring myself to watch Double Zeta. Also can't find it anywhere.
but it's a thing.
It is really hard to track down Gundams.
Yeah.
They like to keep their product safe.
Assault combat. Alright, Shiriko, show off your current ultimate move. Focus your instinct.
Let's
Alright,
go for
Shiriko.
instinct. It's
Show your skill.
Yeah, I know, I can't find Double Zeta anywhere. And you still need to finish Zeta.
If I can find it online somewhere. I got to the last 10 episodes of Zeta before the official Gundam channel took them down on YouTube. I was so close.
Not Dynamic Kill.
Oh well. It's nowhere near as good as his Dynamic Kill in Z3.
Is it not the one where he just pops out?
Yes. In Z3, when hit for his assault combat gets a Dynamic Kill, he winds up personally being the one to take out the enemy, popping the hatch of his unit, coming out with a pistol, and finishing the opponent with a pistol. How do you top that?
Oh.
Yes, you just picked that up. Also, as a side note for anyone who does not know, the opening theme there for Armor Trooper Vodums, I looked it up for a class I was taking, and it appears as though the person who wrote the lyrics for the theme was the director of the TV series. So he clearly had a very good idea of what he wanted the music to be like.
And it still stands up as a good song, regardless.
Mm-hmm. Kinda dated, but yeah, still very good.
Ah, Instinct.
Yeah, you have Instinct.
I really want Excel, but...
Nope. I don't know that Crow gets that. You gonna do it? I'm pretty sure he could do that with Instinct. What are you going to apply? Yes. Apply cheer when possible.
I mean, why not? Is really the answer.
And assault combat.
And I'm actually going to watch it.
Axion's new unit, huh? If I take you in, I'll get a lot of cash. Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mark? I may take my enemies into money for me, but I have no intention of becoming money myself. If you've got... Well, if you're going to be coming at me like that, I'll just turn that custom unit of yours, the data from that custom unit of yours, into money for myself.
And now we just sit back,
and wait a minute or two.
cook a microwave meal.
Yeah, Crow. Your stuff all takes too long, but hey, it's at least pretty. Come on, shield. I really wish I had bought the kit of the Brasta when I did. I saw the Brasta's kit available online for 20 bucks at one point. Now, you don't see it going for less than 45 to 50.
It might be cheaper again eventually here.
I'm just kicking myself over that.
It comes and goes.
And now,
I know.
swap the shield, slice through. Yep, just barely. But
Oh
yep,
my, that really was just barely.
less than 100.
Yeah, it's probably gonna go into death
Yep.
speech.
Bye-bye. Ooh, that is a very important thing.
What?
You just received the item which is recover 10% energy at start of turn.
Ooh, nice.
That is very important.
At 2 levels.
Yep. They're stronger than I thought, huh? Ha, I'll leave the fun for next time. Those movements, there's no mistake. That is... Hey, Setsuna. Huh? Idiot! You trying to come here and finish me off? Ha! Perfect timing. I'll go ahead and bring you back as a present. Ha! Ha! The machine may be awesome, but the pilot's worthless. Gundam! That voice. I knew it! What? There's a communication for that Gundam? Get out of your cockpit? What the hell are you thinking? Setsuna opens his hatch. Setsuna, what are you doing? Don't show yourself to the enemy! Are you serious? He really came out? But the body... He's just a brat! How interesting, you! But I'm not gonna go along with you! I'll hurry up and kill you and take that Gundam! Look on! Setsuna's! It's no good! Can't shoot him with this distance! And suddenly...
And there they are.
So, more Gundams? Those guys, they're the ones who went in Africa? Can you hear us, Nexus? This is Quattro Rebel Winner! We're here to back you up! This is Troll Barton. I'll take care of this. Chih! I was expecting it to be too hard to take on 3 Gundams at once. But that brat, who was he? Does he know me? And his sword. Don't tell me one of those brats from Cruises is still alive. Aliel Sanchez. It was him.
Aww.
Concentrate, that's enough. We're still in the middle of combat. Understood. That's enough say. You aren't fit to be a Meister, are you? You call yourselves Quattro and Troll, right? Since you come here, help us out. That's why we came here, of course. Let's go, Troll. Yeah. Are they Gundams as well? Yes, we now have the heavy arms and the Sandrock available.
He doesn't care about being a Gundam Meister. He just wants to be a Gundam.
Yeah.
Okay, 16. Okay, he's level 16 now. He's actually on par.
Yeah.
Anyone here with damage?
Doesn't look like it. So do what you will. Sure, it's the end of the map. Go ahead and burn all your spirit commands just to get some
Tasty
EXP.
experience on healers. And let's...
Dan Cougar's taking a bit as well.
Yeah, Dan Cougar's taking... Do you... Oh, you do have some packs now.
Yeah,
You have
as soon as you
anyway.
transform. Yes. Always the one with Excel.
I know, I'm just...
Analyze.
Huh.
Increase damage dealt to that enemy by 10% and decrease damage taken by 10%.
Alright.
Move. Heal.
Heal that little scratch and gain next to nothing.
It's based on a number of things. I don't really know how it works, but...
I imagine the
And
more
then
you
I'd say
heal...
go ahead and make use of your energy resupply there as well. I mean, you may as well try and get some. Second option. I'd resupply the getter. It can use it. And he didn't even level up. Alright, go ahead and just see who you can get to take out the enemy.
I wish you'd get a sub-pilot.
Nope. He will not. It's a one-man thing.
Alright.
Entirely fueled by psychic powers.
I can hit it with one of them or one of the Macross units.
It's entirely up to you.
Who has more kills at this point? It's gonna be awesome at this point.
Yeah. Not by many. But you want Alto to have the most kills.
Why can you ground these? It's so stupid.
And they don't move very well. Yes, you want Alto to have the most kills. Otherwise, you won't get his awesome tornado pack. But yep.
I'll trust this to get a kill.
I've got no time to be worrying. We can only hope that you can take him out here, Alto. Well, I mean, if not, we'll
Is he
have...
crying?
No, I don't think so. I think that's just the way he's drawn.
It looks like it could either be a small tier or...
It's somewhere between the way he's drawn and something to do with the fact that he's a former Kabuki actor and has, you know, weird bits of makeup. One of those two.
got a critic kill. That's good.
More than enough. Level up.
Level up.
And he got
Hey.
instinct. Good
That
to
is
have.
quite good.
Alright, all enemy squadrons have been confirmed destroyed. Captain, is it really okay for us to continue operating with Zexus like this? What do you mean, Lieutenant Cathy? Those PMC Trust guys were definitely targeting us. At this rate, aren't we just going to be wrapped up in this world's battles? No matter what world and what planet, so long as there are people, there are gonna be fights. So long as we're acting as a part of... So long as we're stuck in this dimension in this world, we can't just act as if we're unrelated. But it may be that there are people who view us as enemies. However, we've got people who are viewing us as allies as well. Isn't that... That may be what Zero said. But so long as we continue to take actions that are just, I'm sure that people will continue to follow us. Thanks, Quattro and Troa. You saved us today. I'm happy too that we're able to meet you guys and help out again. We do not need thanks. All we did is carry out our mission. Haha, so it looks like most of the Gundams from the colonies have all joined Zexus. Group of allies who are gathered for the same purpose. It's always nice, isn't it? But seems like this Gundam team's got a couple of problems. Why? Why is he here? He was supposed to have died at Cruises, so why is he part of the PMC Trust? So, then where is his god? Setsuna Fsei. Tieria Erde. If you continue to take such foolish actions, I'll shoot you from behind next time. Do you intend to destroy my solar furnace? In order to protect the Gundam secrets. These people. They do not get along well. The capital of the Kingdom of Azistan. Let's see. Empress Marina Ismail. I've heard that the fighting in the north has ended. Thank you, Siren. We don't... Someone fought, but do you not have any interest in who won? No. Marina. I know that you don't want to use fighting as a means to an end. However, it's not just this country of Azistan, but the entire world is embroiled in problems right now. There's no end to the conflicts in sight. I understand that. So you need to look at face reality. Even if you were intended just to be a puppet, you are currently the acting commander of the country. I know, but... It seems like it's still going to take more time for you to make up your mind. But don't forget, Marina. There's not much time left for this country. These two people are Marina Ismail, the leader of the country of Azistan, and Setsuna's girlfriend-to-be, and Syrian, her... not quite sure what she is to her. Advisor? Maid? Something like that.
I'm just looking at the unit acquisition timeline. I assume that you get everything, that you get the weapons and armor pack after they join back together.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah, unless it's a secret.
Why would you go on the Area 11 route?
No one knows. At multiple points in this game, there are sections where you have three-way route splits, where you can stay on Earth with the super robots, you can go up to space with the real robots, or you can head off to Area 11 with the wing units and the Code Geass units.
The first one I understand. The first one I can understand going to Area 11. The
But
second
the
one,
point
you
is-
get nothing.
Yeah, you pretty much get nothing from the Area 11 routes, so it's just there to, you know, fill up space, and because they couldn't work out any other way to get the Vodums and Code Geass plots integrated. I guess. But you, like, get nothing from them. On all the other routes, you get a bunch of cool stuff, but you practically never get anything on the Area 11 route. It's just there for the story. End of rant. Setsuna! Do you know why I hit you? The identity of the Gundam Meisters is an S-class secret on the same level as the solar engine furnaces. Why did you show yourself to the enemy? Come on, give us a reason at least. How stubborn. Do we need to punish you more? If you don't want to say anymore, you don't have to. But you are dangerous. Stop it, Tieria. Lower your gun. If you continue to allow his foolishness, next time things will be dangerous for all of us. Our plan has only just started. And don't you see how foolish this is? I won't leave. What? I won't leave the Exia. I'm a Gundam Meister. Setsuna, lower your gun as well. So suddenly we've got a standoff. Tierra and Setsuna both standing there, guns pointed at each other, as Lockon's in the middle frantically trying to calm them down.
You know, it's times like this when I miss the protagonist of A Portable.
Yeah. He would have been able to defuse this easily. With his goofy, charming smile. Poor Axel.
And getting shot by both of them.
Yeah, probably. I know that I went against orders before, and so I shouldn't really be saying this. But remember, we were all chosen by Veda. There's gotta be a reason that Setsuna was chosen as a Gundam Meister. Then show me the reason that you're a Meister. My existence itself is the reason. What? I'm alive. I'm still alive. It kind of feels like we shouldn't really say anything here. Say anything to them? It's kind of weird for you to be trying to interfere in others' affairs, isn't it, Miss Oe? I guess so. I kind of felt it before, but you guys aren't really much of a team, are you? Well, I mean, we're just a group of people who got dragged together for seemingly at random. In other words, we're just kind of a team of misfits here. We don't really have anything like some sort of concentrated teamwork. Well, if you're gonna say that, I mean, Zexus itself is kind of like that, isn't it? But because we're all here, something will be created. And I definitely believe that there's got to be some meaning in the fact that we're all here. I don't intend... yeah, you're probably right about that. But, sorry, I'm kind of bad. We're bad with that sort of thing. That sort of thing. But because of that, we can't really say much about Celestial Beings' methods. At any rate, it seems like what's going on with them is even worse than what's happened with us. I'm gonna get out of... I'm gonna leave here and head back to my room. Hey, wait a minute! What Takara was trying to say was... It's fine, Koji. But... Did you realize it? Even they were just supposed to be thrown together. They're all acting in sync. That may be right, but... Let's see. Those people definitely have between them something that others don't. Something kind of like a bond. At least that's what I feel. You're from those Gundams before. It's nice to officially meet you. Nice to meet you face to face. I'm Quattro Roberbo Winner, or the pilot of the Gundam Sandrock. Troa Barton. My unit's the Gundam Heavy Arms. Thanks to the efforts of Representative Elgin, they're also going to be part of Zexus as of today. So you guys are also fighting against the Three Great Countries? Yes. Our goal is the liberation of the colonies. Let's see. Representative Elgin promised us that the colonies would be able to have some proper talks with the Earth as a result of this. If the problems between the colonies and the Earth are able to be solved by peaceful methods, then I'll be happy to use the Sandrock for the sake of all humanity. Let's see. If we're able to keep... If that promise is able to be kept, then we don't have to keep spreading the flames of war. Let's see. Well, after all, as part of the Peace Preservation Council, we won't have to keep fighting the Three Great Countries. Let's see. Thanks to you, at the same time, the colonies were also able to... The people who were advocating peace in the colonies were also able to keep moving. All the stuff now is just pray that Representative Elgin is able to actually do something about it. Well, if he does break his promises, we'll just have to deal with things from there. You're the pilot of that Black Gundam, right? Let's see. I'm happy that we get to actually meet face to face here now. I feel the same. We weren't able to have any real talks back in Africa, were we? With this, 4 Gundams from the colonies are all gathered here at Zexus, huh? Hey, Quattro. Do you know about the pilot of that other Gundam? About that one other Gundam, right? There were 5 Gundams confirmed to have come from the colonies. In other words, there's 1 left out there. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about that pilot either. Is that so? Is there something worrying you about him? He saved me he gave me some help a little earlier. And then left without saying anything. Come to think of it, I haven't introduced Hero, have I? Hey. Wait, where's he gone? We're talking about Hero. He went off to where Setsuna is. What is it? What were you thinking to do something like that?
Fire.
It's nothing to do with you. Answer. It's not something I thought about doing. My body acted on its own. You acted on emotion, huh? I have no opposition to acting on emotions. That's what I've learned. You. Huh. Seems like that pair of silent guys are getting along pretty well. Looks like it. Just like the world is changing, we're all changing bit by bit as well. But Zexus has still got a lot more people. That's right. Those guys from the PMC Trust were definitely targeting us earlier. Places where power gathers, fights will start as well. No matter how just you may believe yourselves to be, that's something you can't escape. But we can't go back. Yeah. We and Zexus have already started moving. Ah, you're here, Zero? Why did you come to the quarters bridge? What's happening? Let's see. Apparently, Commander Otsuka sent... Thanks to Commander Otsuka, Representative Elgin has sent some stuff about what to do from now on. Let's see. So Elgin Roddick also knew about today's events. Let's see. What shall he do from now on? AU. Paris. Oz headquarters. Because we haven't really dealt with Oz much.
No, we haven't.
Lord Trace. From the PMC Trust, we've gathered some information about Zexus. As expected, they weren't able to take them out. So what happened? Hello, and Schneasel is here as well. Well, we may as well be honest here. It appears as though Elgin Roddick has obtained quite a force here. It's a result of the 3 great countries letting him have free reign. Or is there anything you wish to refute? I can't exactly do that. After all, both me and Prince Schneasel have been busy dealing with things inside the countries. It's because of that we decided to let the HRL do as they please. So I suppose that means the events that happened today were exactly as you expected? Exactly, Alejandro Corner. I keep on wanting to call him Connor since that's, you know...
A name.
That's an understandable name. But calling someone Corner... Corner is not a last name that really should be a thing. I'm sure there are people who have it, but...
Neither is Haptism, then.
Yes, Corner is something that could be a name, but Haptism is not a name that any standard person should really have, I feel. If you have the name Haptism, I am very sorry about that. But... yeah. Let's see. Yes. Seems as though you have quite a bit of power as well. Haha, as to be expected. That's exactly why there was a reason for me directly contacting you. And Ribbons is there. Alright. Well then, what shall we do about Zexus? If they have that much power, they ought to be capable of a good many things. Let's see. I suppose we shall move to Plan B, and allow them to move freely for now. I have no arguments with that. Then it's decided. We'll just believe that there'll become a chance to change this world. And then, what lies beyond that is... I'm be the one to decide that, Ribbons. And for that sake, Zexus, I can't afford to have you fail. Alright. So, with that, we've cleared another stage, and it's getting pretty close to 5. So, we'll go ahead and sign off here, but remember everyone, we have a route split decision to make next chapter. Do we want to go ahead and stick with the open route, take the publicly known members of Zexus, who are mainly the super robots, and the Frontier Fleet? Or do we want to go with the covert ops, which are the 00, the Dan Cougar, the Getter, the Wing, the Black Knights, and of course Jericho. So yes. So we'll go ahead, add a couple of people into our stuff here, and then sign off. See anything you need to add?
Not really. So, see you later. Tomorrow.
See you all tomorrow. And be sure to drop in a comment or something to let us know where you'd like us to go.
Alright.